How are we?
I'm good. How are you, Sammy?
Third podcast.
You haven't even started, Sammy.
And I haven't even started and I'm fumbling straight away, guys.
Bro, I heard you 3 weeks ago saying you were going to start. What happened? But you decided to start on the Tuesday morning at what time? Tell us, Sammy. What time is it?
I think I've announced that it's like 3 o'clock, bro. Hey, but like, you know what they said? They're like, people was telling me like, oh, Sammy, you gotta, have this regular routine. You gotta, be yourself, be normal.
Well, this is yourself.
If there wasn't a camera, I'd smash you.
And I wouldn't be here.
That's it. So Abdul, tell us a bit about yourself.
Well, yeah. I'm Abdul. I'm 16. And I'm going to make the AFL. Inshallah.
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 What team, Abdul?
Me?
Yeah.
Any team.
Any team.
Any team.
Any team. So, guys, you heard it. 3 years from now, you're going to be seeing Abdul Rahman Al Suki on the bench.
It's a tough statement.
Tough statement. Nah, inshallah, you'll get in, Abdul. Anyways, hitting this podcast, I'll bring on Abdul today because this is going to be an introduction about myself, about who I am as a person and why I started this podcast. So, I'm going to give the mic to you. I'm going to give you the power to control and facilitate this discussion. Everybody give a round of applause for Abdul Al Suki.
Oh,
I think the family's going to wake up.
doesn't matter, mate. We already started it. So let's just jump into the big question, Sammy.
Let's go.
It's no secret that you love yourself. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Come on, Sammy. There's limits to it, but that's me, Sammy. Our baby brother could think of a better name. Why that's me, Sammy?
Everybody's been asking me the same question, Abdul, and I'll tell you. So, for a month, bro, for an actual month, I was thinking about this question. Well, what am I going to call it? I even asked you, and you're telling me journey of life, motivating high spirits. I even asked you, and I'm like, so one day, I go to Dad. I'm like, Dad, he's sitting down, and I'm like, Dad, if I died right now, how would you describe me? And just imagine Dad's reaction. And then he started giving me a lecture. He's like, Sammy, if you need to start this podcast, you need to read 100 books. You need to have knowledge. You need to have some sort of foundation. I'm like, Dad, you don't understand. That's me. I'm like, oh my God, that's me. Sammy, I jumped on Fever Logo Maker, and I'm here today with the best of the best, myself. Let's go, Abdul. You got it.
You make me want to leave this room.
No, don't say that, Abdul. Stay. We need you here just to finish this podcast. Go.
So I'm in my prime life right now, 16. And if I was to compare you when you're 16 to now, complete different person. Why?
In what way?
Why, but? Tell us.
At the start of 16, it was the death of Jeddah. And when he died, you remember, man, he used to come to Albury. And he used to, and he'd come frequently and he'd stay with us. And, play with him, talk to him, speak to him, eat with him, we'd take him to the bathroom, help him go to sleep. And I shared the same room with Jeddah, my grandfather, for years, man. So then when he died, man, Abdul, I'm telling you, straight out, serious. When he died, I started tripping out. I could speak to this person like I'm speaking to you right now. I could touch this person like I'm touching you right now. See this person, feel this person, eat with this person, play with this person. And then what? Within a split second, he's 6 feet under the ground, Abdul, man. Right, 16-year-old Sammy. And I was mature for my age. So I wanted questions, Abdul. I wanted questions. Why? How? And everybody just told me that, the same exact answer. Sammy's old, get over it. We're all going to die. But that didn't just fit me. Like I said, what happens after we die? Oh, we go to heaven or hell. Okay. And so I just kept on a search. And then, to sum it all up, I became more religious. I found a purpose in my life to establish faith within myself and establish faith within others. And then, look at me right now. I'm hitting a podcast at 2:30 in the morning with my brother Abdul.
Changes happen, Sammy. Changes happen.
Yeah, so that's honestly what hit me, man. That was a change. And look, I'm sad, but if that did not happen, I wouldn't be here.
So, like, what happened to you after Jidda's death? And for everyone who doesn't know, Jidda means grandfather. So, what happened to you as a person?
After Jidda died, after my grandfather died, I became into like a slump. An actual slump, bro. An actual slump. He left me. A human relationship, a human connection just goes like out the window. And so, where did he go? And I'm in like kind of denial. And then, a few weeks later, I kind of accepted it. Okay, he died. We got to move on now. We got to move on for our own lives. So, I became more religious. So I started, going to the mosque more frequently. You remember, I started praying 5 times a day, every day. I started, understanding who I am as a person and my purpose. So Abdul, like straight out, I thought, because I jumped on the religion, my life would become way easier. My problems will be solved. Everything will be fine. Because I just went through the hardest moment in my life. Because I become closer to God, I automatically think that God is going to make my life easier. But Abdul, to tell you the truth, it became way harder. Way harder. Way harder, way harder. I hated myself. In that year, I gained 10 kilos. 10 kilos, Abdul. And I was nearly failing year 11. Nearly failing year 11, Abdul. And I was just going through all these trials, man.
What would you say woke you up?
Year 11 VCA, yeah? So I had a lot of expectations in year 11, yeah? Our dad's a doctor. And family, friends, the community. It was just, Sammy, what do you want to do? Oh, doctor. Why, Sammy? Oh, because I want to get into medicine and, I'll make my parents proud. And, mum and dad, they never really like forced on me or anything, but it was just, just to make them happy. So I kind of, and that was through COVID, yeah? So pantry, kitchen, my bedroom, same 4 walls, the same day. I was losing my mind, man. And I was studying hard, bro. I hit 15 to 20 trial papers for the biology exam. 15 to 20 trial papers, Abdul, timed conditions. I went in the exam trying to get a study score of 40. That's top 8%, yeah, Abdul? So I went into the exam, and I just bummed out. I woke up in that exam room.
Good time to wake up, right?
Yeah, it was a good time to wake up. And so I'm like, that's it. It's now or never. It's now or never. Because I realised at the end of the day, I dropped those expectations. All those expectations of my parents, of my family, of my friends, of the people around me. Why do I care what people think what I get? Why do I care what people think I'm doing? Why should I care what people think? That's like that expectation, Abdul. Like, it was just, I was like a boat with a million holes and I was drowning, man. But when I, let go of these expectations, all these holes covered back up, and I was afloat and I could see. And you know what I saw? I'll tell you what I saw. I saw that I was in power. I saw that I was in control. At the end of the day, I realized I'm in the control of my life. And it's my actions that are going to determine my results. And at the end of the day, Year 12 was a major success. I succeeded in Year 12. and I failed year 11, but I succeeded in year 12. And at the end of year 11, I never turned back and said, it was this person's fault, it was that person's fault. No, I blamed it all on me because I understood it was in my control and my power to do so. So at the end of the day, like yourself, Abdul, you're going through footy. You're training harder, aren't you? So at the end of the day, when you're 18 and, worst case scenario, you don't get in, yeah? At the end of the day, you got to tell yourself two things. One, you either gave it your best shot, or two, you could have tried harder. But at the end of the day, you know that you can't turn around and blame this person, that person, just as much as I was in year 11 and I couldn't turn around and blame on this person, that person. I dropped expectations. You got to drop the expectations. And you got to understand, and how I understand, that I was in control. We're in control of our own lives. And we don't understand that, man. We seriously don't understand that until something actually breaks us, which is really serious in our lives. That's what made me wake up.
It's a very interesting point that you had that viewpoint at such a young age. Many people adapt that viewpoint in 20s. It just shows to
20s, yeah. I know. I'm telling you, Abdul, I like this quote, yeah? I love this quote. And it says, people die at 25, but get buried at 60. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People die at 25, but get buried at 60. So, here we're speaking to this podcast. Someone that's 33 years old could be benefiting from a 16 and a 19-year-old. Well, just because he's lived 33 years doesn't mean he's got anything over us. He's just got the years.
More experience.
Yeah, more experience in a way. But what did I tell you, Abdul? Actions, results, determines who you are as a person. So, if you lived for 40 years and then you've got the exact same things, mentality as a 19-year-old, I think you should start questioning life. Where you're going? What are you doing? And speaking about this on the podcast, and the purpose of why I'm speaking about this is to wake the hell up. Wake the hell up. Get out of the mess.
Sammy, it is an interesting point that you bring up podcasts. You're fresh out of school. What is the purpose of this podcast?
The purpose of the podcast, Abdul, like I'm saying right now, is to speak to people. Speak to people that are going through struggles. Is speak to youth particularly. Because youth today, Abdul, like I said, 16, 17. I would die to listen to this podcast. Not because I'm on it or you're on it, but I would die because I'm going to bring people, Abdul, on this podcast. I'm sorry, you're not just going to be on it. I'm going to bring other people on it, yeah?
That's not what I agreed to, Sammy.
No, I'm sorry. I'm ripping the contract. I'm going to bring other people on it, Abdul. And people that have not necessarily successful, materialistically in this life, like they're multimillionaires or they're billionaires or they're these athletes or, these superstitious people. I don't even know what that word means, but anyway. I want to bring people, Abdul, that have overcome bad habits. Bad habits that have affected this youth today. For example, drugs, the clubbing lifestyle, wasting money, careers,
social media,
Abdul. The purpose and my motto, real life experiences, real solutions, real people. That's the purpose of this podcast, Abdul. And it's to give. I'm here to give. And it's a reminder for myself, and it's to put that reminder to others. Today was it's like an open therapy session, bro. At 3 o'clock in the morning, Abdul.
That's when the deep stuff enter.
Deep.
Look, Sammy, I'm very proud of you.
Oh, thanks, Abdul. My younger brother.
When?
Shut up.
Sorry, but just to close it off, one word. How would you explain it? Not using superstitious or whatever word you mentioned before. One word. Come on, give it to us.
One word.
Scrumazing.
Scrumazing. You know what? I'm just going to blame it on the time, bro. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, cuz. Let's go to bed.
All right.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Sweet, sweet.
Sweet, sweet.
Sweet, sweet.
Good night, Sammy.
Good night, Abdul. And good night to you all. Good night to you all. And get ready for the next episode. Because this about to get what? Go, hit it.
Why did I do that? Hey, cut that off camera. Cut that off camera.
No, I'm keeping it while I'm posting it. Guys, thank you for listening today. It was an honor for having my brother Abdul. And Abdul, I'm proud of you. And I'm more than happy to have you as my brother. You know? Andrew Tate and Tristan got nothing on us.
Shush.
Thanks, guys. See you later.